The purpose of this video is to help you understand how nitric oxide therapy can naturally address high blood pressure concerns. With this in mind, we need to understand the key components for both. When we talk about using nitric oxide therapy to help bring your blood pressure back into the normal range, we focus on your endothelium, which lines all of your cardiovascular system, and how it uses the miracle molecule called nitric oxide for vasodilation, which can result in lowering your blood pressure through improved blood flow. To help you understand this, let's first understand blood pressure. Blood pressure is a measurement of the force exerted by your blood as it travels through your vascular system. When your health care provider measures your blood pressure, they're recording two numbers, your systolic and diastolic blood pressures. When your heart contracts, it sends blood into your arteries. It's this head force of your blood as it pulses through your arteries that's being measured as your systolic blood pressure and is the first number that your doctor or nurse records. When your heart is relaxing, your blood needs to have a pressure sufficient enough to return the blood to your heart and properly fill it. This resting blood pressure is your diastolic pressure and is the second number recorded by your health care provider. For example, if you have a blood pressure reading of 120 over 70 millimeters of mercury, you would have a systolic or working pressure of 120 and a diastolic or resting pressure of 70. On the screen is a chart to help you understand the general guidelines your physician looks at in determining if you have high blood pressure. As your systolic and diastolic numbers increase, so does your physician's concern in treating this issue. Most treatment options center on taking a medication to bring your high blood pressure back into the normal range. However, when you understand the following two causes for the vast majority of high blood pressure issues, you may be able to naturally address this concern. Here are the two predominant causes of high blood pressure: vascular resistance, blood viscosity. Vascular resistance is a resistance that must be overcome to return your blood to the heart. Vasoconstriction, which is a decrease in blood vessel diameter, will increase your vascular resistance, resulting in a higher blood pressure. Nitric oxide therapy is a natural way to address this issue. Blood viscosity is a measurement of your blood's resistance to motion under an applied force. The thicker your blood, the greater its resistance to motion, which means your blood pressure must go up to move your blood back to your heart. Again, nitric oxide therapy can help to address this issue. The key question is how. As you can see by the slide, your arteries are made up of three layers. The outer layer is mostly connective tissue to provide support. The middle layer is smooth muscle. This smooth muscle contracts and expands to regulate circulation and maintain optimal blood pressure. The inner layer is called the endothelium. This tissue is only one cell thick, but it protects the integrity of the entire cardiovascular system through a wide range of biochemical actions, one of which is the production of a gas called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts as a signaling molecule. This means that it's used by the body to cause something else to occur. Because nitric oxide is an environmental pollutant, most researchers discounted nitric oxide in helping to control blood pressure. However, the 1998 Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to three American researchers who discovered how your endothelial cells convert the semi-essential amino acid L-arginine into nitric oxide, and how nitric oxide relaxes the smooth muscle in your vascular wall to improve blood flow. One of these Nobel laureates is Dr. Louis J. Ignarro, and on page 27 of his book, No More Heart Disease, he makes the following statement, quote, "More effective than any other factor in the body, nitric oxide can dilate the smooth muscle of the blood vessels. With this dilation, the vessels can relax and allow blood to flow easily through them and quite possibly lower the blood pressure." End of quote. Since its discovery, much has been learned about the role nitric oxide plays in your overall health and wellness. In the cardiovascular system, it plays several critical roles. First, nitric oxide regulates the muscle tone of your vascular system to have a major impact on controlling your blood pressure. Specifically, Nitric oxide relaxes the smooth muscle of the vascular wall, creating what's known as vasodilation for improved blood flow. This action reduces the resistance to blood flow, which directly affects the first cause of most high blood pressure issues. Second, nitric oxide keeps blood platelet cells from grouping together to form a clot. This helps reduce the potential for a stroke or heart attack. This also improves your blood viscosity, which allows your blood to flow better and addresses the second major cause of high blood pressure. As you can see, your endothelium plays a major role in regulating the smooth muscle of your vascular wall to contract or relax as conditions in the bloodstream warrant. The most powerful factor being the production of nitric oxide, which is a powerful vasodilator. This means that the health of your endothelium and its ability to properly produce nitric oxide is critically important in helping you maintain normal blood pressure readings. While there are many ways to damage the endothelium, it typically centers on four major factors: smoking, high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar levels, and elevated LDL or bad cholesterol. All of these directly damage the endothelium, which can lead to injury resulting in plaque formations and the start of atherosclerosis. As you can see by the slide, this accumulating damage over time drastically reduces your nitric oxide production. Add stress, a poor diet, and a calcium imbalance, and you accelerate poor cardiovascular health and high blood pressure. Stress, because it creates tension in the muscle groups, which causes capillary beds to constrict. This increases the resistance to blood flow, causing your diastolic blood pressure to increase, which negatively affects your systolic blood pressure. A poor diet can limit the vital nutrients your endothelium needs to repair itself and properly create nitric oxide. A calcium imbalance can move calcium out of your bones and into your vascular system, leading to the calcification of endothelial cells and hardening of the arteries. This directly affects blood pressure in a negative way. It's clear that the health of your endothelium is critical in the management of your blood pressure. You must properly nourish and repair your endothelium if you want to improve your body's ability to maintain a normal blood pressure. So let's briefly talk nutrition, for it's key to nourishing your endothelium. The following ingredients are needed to optimize the production of nitric oxide by your endothelium: L-arginine, L-citrulline, resveratrol or red wine extract, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, pomegranate fruit concentrate. L-arginine is always the first and most important ingredient, since the enzymes of your endothelium convert this semi-essential amino acid into nitric oxide. By itself, L-arginine only provides a small window of improved nitric oxide production. Because of this, the following ingredient is needed. The amino acid L-citrulline recycles L-arginine to help turbocharge the endothelium's ability to produce nitric oxide over an extended period of time. Here's the metabolic pathway, and as you can see by the red circle, L-citrulline is key to keeping this nitric oxide production going. Resveratrol or red wine extract is a polyphenol and has absolutely no alcohol content. This key nutrient inhibits LDL cholesterol from being oxidized, which typically causes vascular inflammation and damage to the endothelium. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 work together to regulate calcium levels in your bloodstream. Calcium is a key ingredient because the enzymatic production of nitric oxide by your endothelium is a calcium-dependent reaction. Pomegranate fruit concentrate enhances the enzymatic activity of the endothelium, leading to higher production of nitric oxide. In peer-reviewed clinical studies, pomegranate fruit concentrate has been shown to reverse plaque formations within the vascular system because of its ability to increase nitric oxide production. As we've shared with you, the proper application of nitric oxide therapy can have a profound effect on helping people maintain normal blood pressure readings. This natural method could save billions of dollars in healthcare expenditures. But more importantly, high blood pressure is the #1 risk factor for strokes and heart attacks, as well as the #1 diabetic complication. and nitric oxide therapy can be a natural method for addressing these issues to help save lives. It's with this in mind that we implemented the Million Lives Project. Our goal is to help 1 million people or more understand how they could effectively use nitric oxide therapy to significantly improve their cardiovascular health. How nitric oxide therapy can reduce your risk for cardiovascular health concerns like high blood pressure, diabetes, sexual and cognitive function issues, and poor wound healing. One of the primary ways to do this is through our ebook, which is titled Empower Your Heart with Breakthrough Nitric Oxide Therapy. To help us accomplish this goal, we would ask you to do one or more of the following. First, if you found value in the information contained in this YouTube video on nitric oxide therapy, then please share it with others. Second, if you want to apply nitric oxide therapy to help you address your cardiovascular health concerns or the concerns of family and friends, then please contact the person who shared this information with you. They can help you obtain our ebook on nitric oxide therapy. Third, if you have a passion for helping others improve their health, then consider joining our Synergy family. Part of our mission statement is blessing lives with better health. If this interests you, then contact the person who shared this information with you. Thank you for watching and being a part of the Million Lives Project as we help others understand nitric oxide therapy and how it can be a natural way to improve all aspects of their cardiovascular health.